All right, good morning, guys.
Howdy, hey.
It's day 3 here in Costa Rica. I keep wanting to say Costa Rica.
Oh, man.
In Cancun.
Day 2 for some of us.
Yeah.
Day 3 of my adventure, though. We're going to sync up.
One full day for you, almost. Yeah. So today we're going to go walk over to where the Airbnb is. It's about
a retreat.
It's about 30 minutes away, and we like to walk, get out and walk when we're on these retreats, on these adventures. So,
and it's also prepping us for the Camino de Santiago 500-mile walk we're going to take.
Absolutely.
April into May.
Yeah, and so that also gives us the opportunity to see the local area and, explore, look for things of interest.
Well, we found 4 sex shops so far.
And counting. Now we got a tally.
Wait, show this sign.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we'll see you guys throughout the day. I'll check back in with you as we go. Right now we've had a little coffee, doing a little bit of walking before the Saturday morning group call with the guys, and I've got a coaching call after that, and then we'll head out. It's 9:30 in the morning. He broke the bell.
Hard, I promise.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but when it dies down, you're going to be in.
While we're on our way to the supermarket, let's talk about holding on to resentment.
Who does that punish?
This came up today on one of our calls, and it's something that strikes like a personal chord for me. Yeah, who does it punish? Does it punish you, or does it punish the other person? Especially if, here's the catch, and I can speak from this personally, if the other person's dead. The person no longer is alive, no longer is here.
So I'm going to use a quote about anger on this. Anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And so resentment, if it happened and it can't be changed, is it serving any valid purpose?
Yeah, and it's easy for someone to say, well, that doesn't bother me anymore. I don't really think about that. I don't hold on to that. But you can hear when you're talking to the person about it, the tension in their body that they're holding. You can hear the angst that they have, even as they say, that doesn't bother me anymore. Because it really truly does. You're still holding it. It would be like if I handed you, I said this earlier, it'd be like if I handed you a grape that weighs nothing, right? And then put it in your hand
like this.
And said, hold your hand out, right? Hold your hand out, hold this grape. You'd be like, okay. But eventually you would become exhausted by it, right? And the grape would get nasty.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to eat a nasty grape that you've been holding in your hand.
We're going to cross after. So the other thing kind of goes to the grape. How do you carry a burden or a load makes a difference.
Yeah.
If I asked you to hold a gallon of milk with your arm out, just like you described the grape, it would destroy you quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, in a backpack, you could carry it for days.
Oh, right, yeah. Which is what we do. We kind of put it in our backpack, right? We put all those past memories, all that trauma, that drama. We put it in our backpack, and then we carry it. We carry that load, and we say, well, it's okay. I can carry it, right?
Yeah.
I'm strong. I don't need to worry about that.
It's not affecting me.
It's not affecting me. But in reality, it is. And it's
affecting everything.
Here's what I can tell you. You know, my mother dealt with alcoholism. She had we'll just call it emotional issues. She was driven by her thoughts and feelings and emotions, and didn't really respect boundaries, and wasn't someone that you could talk with. She was always kind of into this shock culture. You know, the 60s were kind of like this counterculture
Right.
shop
Stop
culture
walking.
sort
I've
of
got
thing.
a little pebble in my shoe. I'm going to get out while we're...
And so while it was hard to talk to her, and there were times that she had emotional outbursts, and there were late night 2 a.m. alcohol-fueled rages, that experience of her was not great. I admit that fully. I didn't really like it at the time. It felt very unsafe. But here's what I've come to understand for myself is that as a parent, I have done my best. I've tried really hard to do right by my kids. However, I know that I have made lots of mistakes. Lots of mistakes. Now, their life is not my life. They didn't grow up with alcoholism. They didn't grow up with the same volatility that I did, but I certainly was not self-aware in the ways that I needed to be to avoid taking things personally, getting defensive, justifying or explaining or defending my behavior, all of that stuff that a man can do. And so I made mistakes. So their experience of me wasn't great, even while I was doing my best.
Well, and you've talked about when you used to be the peacekeeper. It seemed like it was a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
But it was really not necessarily that, because it denied them, whether it's their feelings or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it's okay for people to be upset.
Yeah, I came from an environment where it was so they were so volatile that all I wanted was peace, and so anytime they had any sort of emotional expression, I would shut it down because it made me uncomfortable, and that's just a pendulum swing in the opposite direction, right? So I made mistakes. So at some point, I had to realize that for myself, and I had to decide: am I going to hold that against myself? Am I going to carry that my entire life? And the answer, of course, is no, because that doesn't benefit me. That's not healthy. And so then I had to say, okay, well then, can I forgive my mother? Can I let go? Can I truly know that she did her best, even while the experience of her wasn't great?
And it's a gift you give yourself when you forgive someone like that.
Absolutely.
Because your mother is passed. If you didn't forgive her and you were still resentful, she's still impacting you negatively from the grave.
I'm impacting you negatively.
Well, it's you.
And blaming it on her.
And blaming it on her.
Right.
So, gentlemen, if you want to have a conversation, you've got some resentment, you want to work through, and trust me, we've both been there, reach out. Let's have a chat, because this is something we can help you walk through, and it's really fun on the other side.
Yeah,
to have a resent-free life, Doesn't mean everything goes our way.
But it is freedom. It is freedom from and freedom to, and you can stop dragging the past into the present and just move on with life.
Hey, Hanser, I got you covered. White legs.
All right, so we're on our way to the Airbnb, which is what, a 30-minute?
35-minute walk. It says 1:16. We can beat that.
Oh, okay.
Without even hurrying.
All right.
Because that's what the GPS time arrival is. It's a contest.
This is one of
At least it is for me.
This is one of our favorite activities, by far. Is just walking everywhere we go.
Yeah. The rent. How much?
Look to your right, look to your right, look to your right.
Second.
Going the right way?
We may not be.
Now are we going the
now
right way?
Now we're going the right way. Hey, well, we cut 14 to 16 minutes off the walk.
We did.
Cross the street on our own like adults.
That's right.
First full day together.
Right?
Terrible.
Doing it right.
I don't know how we're going to survive it.
Hey guys, so we made it back to the hostel. That was a good day. It took us about 23 minutes, 26 minutes to get over to the casa, and we explored the area. We couldn't get in because it's a gated community, so it's not time for the retreat yet, so we don't have the access codes. So we couldn't show you around, but we will when we get back over there and formally get checked in to the property. But we went and explored some of the restaurants in the area. So for now, I just wanted to put a closer on this video, and I wanted to remind you, I kind of wanted to go back to the earlier conversation today about holding on to resentment, about not forgiving someone in your life who may have contributed to some trauma and drama, some discomfort in your life. Recognize that you are holding on to that. You're keeping it alive by not forgiving that person. And quite honestly, it's not really about letting them off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from holding on to the hurt, from holding on to all of that and blaming that person for those things. When in reality, many times people are just hurt. People are hurt themselves, and hurt people. So at some point, we have to take ownership for ourselves and decide that we can let go of those things, that we free ourselves by forgiving that other person, that we're actually giving ourselves the gifts, especially for a person who no longer is alive and isn't even here to feel the benefits or the backlash of our displeasure. We're really the ones holding on to that and carrying it forward and keeping it alive. So really free yourself. Everything we talked about today, I can tell you that I've lived personally, and when I finally let go of that stuff and freed myself from it, when I finally forgave the other person full out, it really set me free, and I want that same thing for you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along with this. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. May do nothing at all. May go to the beach. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. All right. Bye.